Hello and welcome to another episode of Genealogy Quick Start. We are so excited to have you here tonight. Thank you, whether you are watching live or you're watching the recording. We love to know where you are because you never know. Oh, and also not only where you are, but also your genealogy groups. We love to talk about genealogy groups. And guess what? You never know when there might be a genealogy soul out there that needs saving. Again, welcome. My name is Shamel Jordan, and I am the producer and host of Genealogy Quick Start, which is available on YouTube and Facebook Live and on PhillyCam. Today, we have some fun going on. This is a day for Genealogy Games. But before we get to the games, we're going to do a quick start because we have to do a quick start because that's what this show is about. So Michael has come up with a quick start that is right up his alley. If there was anyone that I was going to talk to, if I inherited like a warehouse full of stuff, what would I do? The first person I would talk to would be Michael John Neill. And he came up with a quick start to get us started. And it's called, he came up with this title. I didn't come up with this title. It's about preservation. And he says, sort, save, share, or itch can. What are you going to do with your stuff? He's going to give you some tips on what you need to do with your stuff. And then we are so lucky to have our reigning Genealogy Games champions have returned to the show to play another game. And so LaDonna Garner and Michael LeClerc are here to play a new game, Genealogy Password. And we also, their players tonight will be Dina M. Chaston and Guy Weston. So stay tuned for that after we do our quick start. So let me bring my buddy out here, Michael John Neill of Genealogy Tip of the Day. How are you, Michael?
I'm doing pretty well, Shamel. How are you? How are you?
Are we going to be able to do this show without Jim here?
I think you might be surprised what we can get done without Jim here. Although you blame me for the last word in the title, and if I remember the discussion correctly, Mr. Beidler came up with that last word.
Okay, so we will blame everything on Jim.
Right, since he's not here. When you're not here, all the blame gets channeled to you. That's how life works.
That is life. So, Michael, like, I am going to bring this. I want to ask you first. I think I had some questions that I had. So, Michael, are you the only person in your family? Because let me just tell you guys, I don't know if you are friends with Michael on Facebook, but I just want to come and hang out with you and see all of your stuff because it's amazing. So are you the collector of everything in your family?
To a point, but part of it is my mother had no siblings, and my dad had one brother, and so because of the family dynamics, some things just got channeled down. But there's actually two sets of great grandparents that I don't have this much stuff for at all, and I'm part of me
kind of ticked about it.
I'd like to have a little bit, but I'm glad I don't have the amount that I do, or it would be more than I could handle, because I do have, as you know, I have a lot of stuff. And we're going to talk about in this session, sometimes you have to pitch some of it. And whether, your philosophy on whether you should pitch or not, I think it really depends upon how much you have. And if you don't have a lot, then you want to keep everything. And you shouldn't, I understand that. But if you have the other end of the spectrum, when you think about people beyond you, they're not going to have the emotional attachment to it that you do. And it's going to all end in that last word on our promo title here. So you want to maximize the chance that when you're gone, the people that get it or have it retain it, and keeping everything, if you've got a large quantity, just increases the chance that they just decide recycle day is Tuesday and the paper is going in the
And it's gone. Yeah. And if I always say, if, look at your stuff right now, take this, swivel your head and look at your office or your study or wherever your stuff is, dining room. Does it look inviting? Like, hey, let me take, mom, dad, auntie, uncle stuff and just, I have a corner in the room where I can sit that stuff. Or does it look like, a hot mess
Piles and
all over
piles.
the place? And what do you do with it? And
And
so
the
we
other
don't.
thing is you want it, the way you store it or arrange it, you want to use as little, excuse me, you want to use as little space as possible. So I know some people are big fans of big bulky albums and scrapbooking and all those artsy things. And that's not my thing, but I can see how it is somebody's thing. But the problem is in terms of preserving things past you, big bulky things are things that tend to get,
It can. All
yeah,
right.
exactly.
So, Michael, are you ready to get started with
I
preservation, sort, save, share, or it can?
I am ready to get started with SSSS.
SSS. Yep, it's four of them. All
Yeah, can
right.
you S it? Yeah.
All
Speaking of
right. So
can,
let's.
yeah, we'll go ahead. I'll stop with the bad jokes and we'll go ahead and get
You're
started.
distracting me. All right. Step one would be to bring together all the family stuff.
Yeah, and that, and I thought sort was step one, but I could be. Am I getting? Oh no, I'm
But
looking
first, you
at the
got to bring
title.
it all
Yeah,
together.
yeah, yeah. I'm looking at the title. So you do kind of want to gather it so you can organize it, see how much you really have or how much you don't have. And when I went through some things, I realized there were things I had two or three of. My parents, for example, their junior high 8th grade little yearbook. I have 4 copies of their 8th grade little yearbook. One from my mom, one from my dad. I think two from my grandfather who was on the school board. So somehow, so that's maybe a way to kind of downsize some of those things. And then when you see how much you've got, there may be some things you can farm out to other people. And when you do that, that gives you less to have to deal with. The positive, and that's a positive thing. The other positive aspect of that is you give it to somebody else who hopefully will preserve it too. So you kind of spread the joy, so to speak, and you
Yes.
maximize the chance that it does get preserved beyond your lifetime.
Do you ever give, like, say you have these 4 copies, do you ever maybe turn anything over beside your family, maybe the historical society to look
Historical
over?
societies that's where 3 of those are going to go. I've got it. 3 of them are going to go there because I don't need 3 of them. My kids aren't going to want 3 of them. So some things I've given to family, if they were, I'd make a digital copy and I'd say, like,
Ah,
I have a lot of canceled checks from people, and I had some that my cousin's father had written to our common great grandfather, and
oh,
I said, do you want these? I'll send them to you. And so things I can farm out to people, I farm out to people just because you got to get, I have so much of it. I've got to get rid of some of it.
so you're not a hoarder. You let people have
I am
some of
not.
the stuff.
I am not a hoarder. I make digital. As I said, I, I've got your dad's confirmation certificate. Do you want it? And I make a digital. I
Oh,
make a digital copy, and I'm like, gone. Because you can't hoard everything.
all right. So we're bringing it all together because I think we're moving forward quick. You bring
Yep.
it all together. So step two would then be to separate the papers from the objects. So that sounds pretty straightforward.
Right.
All right. Step three would be to sort, to keep whole, partial, give away, or trash. So walk us through your process. You got some stuff and
I mean,
it's all in
some
the
of the
folder
some of
room.
the things, some of the things to keep are obvious. The old pictures. Maybe a great grandfather's naturalization certificate. Those are things you want to keep. All of them. There's like my parents' wedding album. What I did with that, I stripped the pictures out of it, kept the pictures, got rid of the album itself because it was bulk. It was bulk. And when I just kept the pictures, even putting them in an archival whatever, it was less space than the original album. So
I
you want to
like
see
that.
it.
So you took the pictures out of the album and put
Yes.
them into like sleeves or something?
Yeah. And that's
Okay.
where I'd made digital copies as I did that. And that's the time to do that, is to make digital copies of things as you're going through. And if there's any album you take apart, we've mentioned this before, but it's a good concept to reiterate. If there's an album where the pictures are in there and you're going to remove them before you scan them or photograph them or digitize them or whatever, take pictures of them as they're arranged in the original album, because there probably could be some contextual clues, organizational things that once you pull them out, you're going to lose that context. So you don't want to do that. You might have to get them out of the album, but preserve the structure with some pictures.
Yeah, so even though we are not keeping everything the way that it was because of bulk, we still need to take pictures so that we can see how it was. I love that. I love that.
And there may be, if you've got knickknacks, got a lot of knickknacks. If you've got knickknacks and things like that, you might, say, I'm going to keep a select few of these that have sentimental value, and you may just have to get rid of some of them.
Knickknacks are hard. So how are you determining which ones you're going to keep? Because you have a lot.
The ones that have some sentimental value to me, like this one, I've got. Oh, there we go. This is a boy giving a bottle feeding the calf, and my mother had this, and I know she had it because she had two boys, and so that's why she had it. So a few of these things I've kept because there's some. It isn't just the item itself. There's more of a story to it, but the rock, like the penguins, and the other, and there's apples because she taught school, and so I keep a select few of those. Some had her name on them, so I gave my daughter some of those things. But the others that have not such a direct connection, I've had to let go. Take pictures if you feel better. It kind of depends on your emotional state.
What does let go mean? Is that the last word with the T, like trash?
Not trash, but give away, donate, something like that. I'm not saying you put them in a burn pile and get a match if you live somewhere where you can burn in the backyard, or put it in a dumpster, but repurpose it in some way, shape, or form. But you've got to think about that. Same thing with Christmas cards. I've got the boxes in handy where I can't reach
Christmas cards.
I have 20 years of my parents' Christmas cards, every stinking one, and so I cannot keep all of those.
You could make a tree with them.
You could use them. What I would suggest to people, if you've got umpteen Christmas cards, like I've got umpteen Christmas cards, go before you just say get rid of them all or give them to somebody for art projects or whatever. See if there's any notes in there, letters in there that could be things you want to preserve. Because some of mine have like a paragraph in there, like my great aunt's written something or somebody else has written something. So it sounds bad. I don't spend a lot of time scanning them and going to all that trouble. I get this thing called my phone and the camera, picture. Because the thing is, the longer you drag this out, you want to get it done is the thing. You want to get it done. And so I'll picture them and then sort them by year, because Mom had the cards there in a plastic bag for every year. That's how I kind of organize it. And then repurpose the cards. And there may be a very, very select few that I'll keep, maybe ones that a grandparent assigned to mine or something like that. But 90% of them, 95, 98% of them have got to go. I just can't, but that you could repurpose those things for art projects, or take a few and make a, like I take pictures of some of them and post them as my Facebook profile picture, uses images like that. You could even make your own Christmas cards that have an image of Christmas cards or whatever. Wow. And even the same thing if you got like a lot of holiday ornaments from your, what are you going to do with all those? Can you keep all those? I take pictures of them, maybe keep a few, and then eventually you're going to have to let some of those go.
Can they call you if they need some help letting stuff go, Michael? We might need a buddy. Send
me an email, and sometimes it depends on also how long this has been since these people have passed. When it's not been very long, when it's been a few months, you're going to want to keep everything. But as time goes on, it's a little bit easier to remove some things from your possession, if that's a better way to phrase that. But take pictures of everything, so you've got because sometimes people see the things and they reminisce and it brings back memories, and that's all good. if you think you might want to do that, take pictures
Snap,
of them.
snap.
Yeah, take pictures of them, and you can use those pictures to write about the items and the memories, and that you could preserve in a Word document or a PDF file or something of that type, and not have all the physical stuff too.
So let's talk about ways. We talked about this a little bit, digitizing. So step 4 would be, will you digitize or store? How do you kind of decide?
I would, to be honest, I know when we set this up, we said digitize or store, but you could take pictures of everything. So I would just, I would just take pictures of everything. But before you start doing this, especially if you have a lot of stuff, organize it so your pictures your images you make are a little more organized. So you're not spending so much time, because if your stuff is just in random piles and boxes or whatever, and that's how you take your pictures, and it's going to take you quite a bit. It's almost easier, I think, to sort the physical items with these things called your hands, than to deal with all the images. At least it is for me. So you want to think about how you work in that case. But for me, it's easier to physically sort it in piles or whatever, and then digitize it. Because then my images are a little more organized. But you can keep images anymore. Space isn't as much of a concern as it was. The one thing you do want to think about when you take pictures of everything is, if you're leaving these pictures past you, what's the chance somebody else is really going to want to go through all those images? It's like if you got 20,000 pictures of all your vacations, nobody but you is ever going to want to go through all those. So you want to, because they're not going to have the emotional attachment to those things that you do, and they don't have the memories of the things that
feels like a whole nother show.
It is a whole nother show. But if it makes you feel better before you get rid of it, take pictures, because then at least you've got the image of that item, and then decide what you're going to keep and what you're not going to keep.
And just be realistic about space.
And you've got to be realistic about it, because.
So Michael, do you have a storage unit or two somewhere? Or you have the old homestead where you keep all this stuff?
I have a storage unit because I have some furniture and things, and I have some boxes of things in there. I just haven't decided where I'm going to put yet. But the problem is not everybody can long-term keep a storage unit, and the storage unit is fine, but that still doesn't really deal with the issue, because when I'm gone, nobody's going to be paying that storage unit fee. So you've got to be thinking about that stuff.
Lots of considerations. Let's move on to step 5 so we can get ready to show you all Michael's stuff. Step 5 is determine who will get stuck with it. So do you have an inheritance plan?
Well, in bits and pieces. You've got to think about who's going to get it, and the other thing is, the one thing that comes to mind with some of this is, you've got your grandmother's china. I have my grandmother's china. I've got another set of dishes from my mom. I would suggest to people that you use it more often than you maybe traditionally would. And if it breaks, that's okay. Keep the thing I suggest to people is keep a piece or two. If you want a long-term memento or a piece to pass on, keep a cup, keep a saucer, keep a whatever. But the huge stack and all those place settings, is anybody really going to want it? They might even say they want it, but what's going to happen when you're gone? Because you're gone. And so some things, I suggest you use a lot of the things while you're still here to enjoy them. And another reason for that is, when your kids or your relatives or whomever interacts with that china or that item or whatever with you, then they have their own memories of it. And if they, my theory is, if they have their own memories of it, then they're a little more emotionally invested in it, and that increases the chance they keep it, because it's just not your memories they're hearing about. They've got their own memories of that item. So you kind of want to think about, that's the approach I take with some of the, use it.
I love that.
Breaks, fine, but at least that increases the chance somebody has some some emotional investment in it. But you do have to think about, and those are things you want to start doing well before you get to nobody knows when you're not going to be here anymore.
Right.
But these are things you have to think about sooner rather than later. Who's going to end up with your because it depends on whether you have children or not. Do you have nieces or nephews, or are you the quote last of your line? All you've got is a few first cousins in Albuquerque, and you've got to think about that a little bit in terms of. But at least digital images of things, you could post those to family. You could attach those to the person on Family Search or on their tree on Ancestry, and then the images would get even if you yourself don't have anywhere to really, try to guarantee it lasts for a while beyond you. Those pictures, if you tag those or put them in their files on Family Search or Ancestry or whatever, or Find a Grave, limited number of things on Find a Grave, of course. At least that increases the chance the image of that item is preserved beyond you. Exactly.
So let's look at some of your stuff that you preserved. What do we have here? This
is a 1933 class will. When I graduated high school, they were no longer doing class wills, but this is my maternal grandfather.
What is a class will?
Well, they give something. I'm trying to read this. That's why I have my glasses off. There we go. My grandfather gave his innocent looks to James Clare. Somebody gave their curly hair to somebody. You would just will some silly thing. My study habits, I will. I think these were all going to the junior class. This is the last.
Wow, that's funny.
The last page of it. But it usually, somebody, their hatred. Oh, that sounds kind of bad. Their hatred of womankind to June Bavry. My courtesy and good manners to Paul Bavry. But anyway, the cool thing for me is my grandfather wrote this. He was the class member who wrote it, so it's all in his handwriting. And I love the witnesses he made up, or somebody suggested it's pencil sharpener and bookcase are the names of the witnesses. I don't have an original of this. What I have is apparently a photocopy of it that he got at some point in time, but it's in his handwriting, which for me was pretty cool. So of course, this is something I'm keeping, but I've digitized this as well.
Yes.
Put that in his.
I love this, Michael.
Yeah, when things are digitized and you're not using the originals as much, you can look at the digital image if you want to see it.
Yeah. Oh, and I was going to say, now we know where you might have gotten part of your sense of humor from.
That's hard telling. That's hard telling. This is something I'm probably going to get rid of. I wanted to show you I've taken pictures of it. When my grandmother moved to Florida, she sold all the household goods. This is a list of everything she sold.
Wow.
And the number of the person who bought it, and then the amount that it went for. And I haven't gone back. I might, before I really trash this, I might go through and pull out the things that I bought. I can tell what my dad bought. We were the two that in the family that bid on things. I can see what we bought because I got to go back and look at our numbers. I might keep, but this is probably going to get trashed.
Okay.
You just can't keep everything.
Everything.
I know some people, well, that's really cool. I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't say what kind of a chair.
Right.
Does that say vanity chair?
It does say vanity chair.
Who knows? But anyway,
$1. It was $1.
$1. Yeah. Anyway, what I might keep is the cover sheet for this. The cover, I don't think I sent you a picture of that, but I'm trying to make sure we stay on time here. The cover sheet, Grandma has written a few things that she didn't find in the list and she thought should have brought a lot of money. And so she's questioning those. There were some coins she sold that were probably
Where does she think they went?
Well, that's another show. That's another show. But she didn't see them listed. They probably were a bunch of coins that didn't sell for nearly what she wanted them to sell for. So she's questioning it. I might keep the list of auction buyers too. There's like 4 pages of these. Everybody who went to the auction, you got to sign your number as you do. Here's the entry for me with my address and my phone number at the time. That I might keep.
That's cool.
There's names.
For your daughters.
There's names in there, which is kind of neat. But I don't think I need to keep some of the other pages that were a part of that. And the thing is that some families keep more of this stuff than others. That's just like the books that you're going to see in the next. And I'm going to keep these. I'm going to let the grandkids or whatever look at them or read them to them, and then the books of mine I'm going to keep. Tickles was from a vacation Bible school thing about, I forget what the message was. The growth of the butterfly and change a life or something like that. There was a message there at the end of that book. There's just a few. I'm going to keep those. And there's I think that's a book by must be one of the Little House books. And I think that was the one. Yeah, I've got it right here on the shelf. No, it wasn't one of the Little House. It was Charlotte's Web. And I'm keeping this one because my mother taught third grade for a very long time. And if I can move the right angle, this was her book. And I'm pretty sure this is the one she read to my brother and I when we were little. And she read that to her students in class. So I'm keeping that one. But I also, what I need to do is preserve that story along with the picture of the book, so that if the book bites the dust, I've got the story preserved along with that.
I love that, Michael. Where are these? Where is your stuff? So those are the books. Here we talked about the holiday cards.
We talked about the holiday cards. I like to use things like that, ornaments and things like that. I take pictures of those and I use those as illustrations on social media.
Okay.
It's not preserving it forever, but it's, I think, a cutesy way to use it. Maybe in a non-traditional way. You could even make that your Christmas card.
Oh my God!
Just use a bunch of, images, and that's the cover of your Christmas card.
What a great idea! Don't chuck them yet. Take pictures.
If you don't want to put your own picture in your Christmas card because you feel insecure about that, fine. Take pictures of your old Christmas crap you got sitting around from grandma or whomever. And there's your Christmas card for the next year. Knickknacks, these are some knickknacks I'm keeping.
Whose hand is that? Your hand?
That is my hand print. Where'd that go? Anyway, that is my hand print from when I was probably 5 or 6 years old. That's my grandma's. That's a picture that sat on top of the refrigerator forever. So I've kept that.
Love that.
But these are things I want to take I want to take pictures of those, even if I'm keeping them, put those pictures in a Word document and write up those stories. One, then if the item bites the dust, I've at least got some, reminiscence of it or whatever. And two, if my kids are going through my crap and they see that, they can go look at the pictures and poof, then they know what that is. I got a picture and the story in a Word document. So you want to, that's another way to write those stories up too.
Love that. Here's some more knickknacks. What's personal about these knickknacks?
They're personal because I haven't put them anyplace, and I took a picture. This is one I might eventually get rid of the music box. And those are tins my mother had. They're probably if I don't use them for storage and the kids don't want them, they're probably gonna go to.
Unless they have Aunt Jemima or something on them.
Right. Unless there's something there, there's not a financial value to those. So I'm probably just gonna get rid of those. You cannot keep. And if I just had one thing of Mom's, that'd be different. But I got a lot of stuff. And like, speaking of a lot of stuff, I got my grandma's phone bill from 1994.
Oh my goodness! I want an $8.18 phone bill.
Well, Grandma didn't make any long distance calls either. But yeah, $8.18 for the phone. This was her final. This is the bill after she died. So I took a picture of it. I got rid of it. I'm not keeping it. I do not need that. I'm not even sure why I need a picture of it, but I got a picture of it. Same thing with her power. Sometimes these things are kind of neat to see what they paid for things. So this is, I think, Grandma's. These are all things after she had passed away. This is her last power bill. The net bill was $16.60. It must have been for just part of the month based on probably when she passed, 11/8 of 94. But that might be neat to keep for the amount. I don't need to keep the paper copy of that. Get rid of it. Recycle it. You cannot keep
taxes.
Taxes, Too bad Byler's not here because he's all about the taxes. Him and that taxes. But anyway, this is her real estate bill after she died. The property taxes. You might want to keep that.
I would keep this one.
Keep that one. Yeah, I mean, it all goes back to how many you've got. If Grandma kept them since 1932, I might not keep all of them. This is something I'm going to keep, but I made a model. Yes. This is my grandfather's letter from playing basketball. This is what it was for. I actually have the letter. I don't have the sweater, but I have the letter, and I got a picture of him. I put them together and made a picture, kind of a montage of it too. But I'm keeping the letter. And then I made this image. This is one more way to preserve the image of that and the information from that.
So you didn't give me this, but I put it in here because I
not.
love when you talk about scrapbooks. So tell us your number one. I think you already told us. Take pictures of the pages and take the pictures out.
If you're gonna take the pictures out, if you can remove them safely, because sometimes you can't. Okay, it all
Yes.
kind of depends on if you can remove them safely. Sometimes that's better to preserve them long term or put them in something archivally safe. But if you can't take them out, then you can't take them out. But either way, take pictures of those pages before you do anything with them.
Fantastic, Michael. Thank you so much. Let's
you.
go through those steps. Preservation, sort, save, share, or it can. Step 1, bring everything together. Step 2, separate the papers from the object. Step 3, you want to sort them into piles. Keep whole, keep partially, give away, trash. Step 4, will you digitize or store, or both? Step 5, determine who will get stuck with it. Michael, thank you so very much. And we must say hello to my buddy. Hello, Jimbo from church. Nice to see you. Byler and Byler is here. All right.
Hey, got my Santa tie and my ho 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 socks.
Okay. We have Michael already has the big tree on his chest, not this Michael, but the other one. So we have dated this show. No problem. Guys, I will bring you back after I introduce our gamers. See you later.
See ya.
Oh my goodness. I am so excited to play a game today with you guys. We played it on the streets of Philly. I'd like to show you what that looked like. And then we will bring on our gamers. Give me 1 second to find the video of Street Genealogy playing Password. Welcome to Street Genealogy, and today we're going to have a little fun. We are going to play Genealogy Password. And today we have with us the Genealogical Society of Pennsylvania's admin, who is going to pick a card for us, a genealogy word for us to play with. So, Ange, pick a card. All right. So we have a card to play. Thank you very much, Ange. So who do we have playing here today? And you are?
Frank.
And?
Jim.
Dean.
Danielle.
Okay, so I'm going to share with them what the word is, and then they're going to see if they can get their partner to guess the word. So you ready to see? Close your eyes, Frank and Danielle. All right, who's going first? I think Rock beat up scissors. Okay.
Dead people.
What was it?
Obituary.
Nope.
In ground.
Cemetery.
Ding, 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 ding. She got it. It is cemetery. Very nice. All right, so that is Genealogy Password. We play it a little different than they play it other places. Let me bring on our gamers for today. First, we want to bring out our reigning champions in Genealogy Games. First up, LaDonna Garner. How are you, LaDonna?
Just fine. How are you? How's everybody?
Everybody is good. Let me bring on your partner, also a reigning champion.
Yay.
Michael LeClerc.
So
you guys look great.
I was saying it's so good to see LaDonna. I haven't seen her in
I know it's been a minute.
You look as fabulous as ever.
Hey, growing in my gray.
You do look fabulous. So let me bring on your challengers. First up, the very first person to say, hey, I'm playing Genealogy Password, Guy Weston. Hello, Guy.
Hey.
And his partner, I just asked her, she was like, how can I do that? And I said, come on, girl. Dina Chasten. Hello, Dina.
Hi, everybody.
So thank you so much for being here. And I want to actually just share with you guys, we are basically going to have the reigning champions begin, and you'll go back and forth. The main difference about this as opposed to TV is on TV, they only allow you to use one word as a clue. Here, you can do 2 words.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So let's bring back Beidler and Beidler. And Michael John, did he leave? Oh, there he is. Michael John Neill. All right. Let me just see one thing before we get started and I bring up our passwords. I want to see what my thing looks like. Oh, it doesn't look so bad. All right. Give me 1 second.
While you're doing that, I had to run and grab one of my items that's bulky, that's never going away, just because he showed it. Look at that.
Oh.
Okay, 1978. I'm not even going to tell you how old I was. You can guess on your own. But anyway, I had to do that.
You weren't born until 1992, so how the heck could you have something?
I have been here before.
All right, guys. So we are going to have, what I'm going to do is there is a category. So I will share the category. Everyone will see the category. And then I am going, you in the teams, you have to decide who's going to give the clues first. And I would like for LaDonna and Guy to give the clues first, because you guys are on the same side of the screen. And yes, and for me, you are.
Okay.
And what I want Michael and Dina to do is just close your eyes when I show the password. Okay. All right. So let's first show the clue. Give me 1 second. So the password, the category is "Let's Hear It for the Ladies," and passwords will be about women. Okay. So I would like. Sorry.
Can I open my eyes or no?
No.
No, okay. Not yet. Not yet. Close your eyes. You guys see it? Dina, yes, you see it?
Me? No.
I meant Guy and
my eyes are
closed. Did you see the word?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So LaDonna, go and try to get Michael to.
Am I allowed to open my eyes yet?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't go, yeah.
I'm like, you said don't look.
You guys are very honorable. I really appreciate you.
Yeah,
So
but keep them closed anyway, Mike.
Better than Michael John Neill and his fibs. I'm done telling bad jokes today. Oh, God.
All right, okay. LaDonna, what's your first clue for Michael?
Okay.
And then,
and we can use 2 words.
You can use 2 words.
Okay, Michael. Not uncle.
Aunt?
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, you're the ding. Beidler and Beidler's the ding.
Dingers?
Right.
Okay.
Very nice. So they get the first round, first one. Thank you. So let's do the next clue for women. So please close your eyes, Michael and Dina.
Okay.
All right, let me get the word up here. You see it? All right. So the person who did not win, Guy, you can give the first clue to Dina. Oh, you can open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. I'm sorry. Open your eyes.
She just wants us to do this blind, Dina.
Are we ready?
That's Guy. Go for it.
Mother's DNA.
Mitochondrial DNA.
It's too easy for you guys.
Ding, 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 ding.
I should have kept you guys to one word. Okay. Dina and Michael, please close your eyes. Got it. All right. Dina and Michael, please open your eyes. All right. LaDonna.
I don't. Just a second. Does this one use passes?
Yes, you can pass.
We might have to pass this one, Michael, because I can't think of anything.
That's okay.
Okay, we're gonna pass this to Guy.
Really?
All right, Guy.
Tyler's movie.
Is this my guess?
Yes.
Passwords about women. I'm thinking of Why Did I Get Married? I don't know.
And that is not the password. Okay.
Oh,
LaDonna, back to you.
my goodness. How do I see this?
Oh.
Women's
I got.
soldiers.
Yeah. Oh shit. 3 888s, 6 888s.
And Guy.
Bitch.
He got it the second time.
He said 3 888.
Then he said 6 888. Yeah. Okay.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
No, you only get
He
one.
immediately
answer.
corrected himself.
You can't correct yourself.
Oh, okay.
I just watched
Guy?
it last night.
Yes.
Help Dina get the answer.
Oh, give another clue, you mean?
Yeah, because he can't say a second answer.
I don't even. Okay.
Didn't hear what he said?
I don't think so.
Okay, Guy.
Kerry Washington.
Oh. I keep seeing previews for this.
You do.
I'm going to scream. I don't know. I don't know the name of it, and I want to see it. It just came out on Netflix, and I.
All right, LaDonna.
Anything. I know the answer.
Soldierette women.
6 888s.
I'm glad that was a lot harder than the first two because you guys.
That's my movie for tonight. I've been holding it for Christmas.
Oh wow!
You know what? I'm going to be
Looking
real.
up for
I had to
Christmas.
Google it while you were guessing. That's what I did. I had to Google it.
I
don't think I knew the name of it.
To him, I thought, how do you say that one? But yeah.
It's a good film.
You guys
it's on the short list for the Oscars for oh god.
Is it really?
For one of them, not Best Picture, none of the acting categories. It's something
Probably
else.
costume.
Oh no, original song. One of the songs.
Oh wow!
I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
It must not be the marketing because I have never.
It's
George and I have
on
never heard of it.
It's been selectively shown on random stuff. So now
All right, guys, let's move on to the last
right,
one.
row.
Michael and Dina, close your eyes. This is the last one for women. Guy and LaDonna, you see the word?
Oh,
Yes.
All right, open your eyes. And who won that one? Okay, Guy, you go first.
Assist childbirth.
Midwife.
Woo, 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 woo! All right.
Ding,
very
ding, ding, ding.
good. How we looking, Bidler and Bidler?
It's 2 and 2.
Okay. So let's move on to the next categories. You guys did really well. All right. This land is my land. Passwords about land. So we are going to switch up now. LaDonna and Guy, please close your eyes. And you at home, close your eyes too if you want to play and see if you can figure out what the word is. All right. All right. Look, you two, Michael and Dina, you see the word?
I do.
All right. So the person who won last was Guy and Dina. So LaDonna, open your eyes. Guy,
All right.
open your eyes. And Michael, you give the first clue.
That's 3 words. Large property.
Estate.
Oh!
Ding, 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 ding.
You guys are doing
That was
too
good.
much. I'm gonna have to make you guys only use one word. You are too good at this. All right.
It's
So-
easier with one word. It's harder to use 2.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, since you said that, the next one.
Oh, Michael.
All right, Guy and LaDonna, please close your eyes for the second land word. You saw it? All right. So first, who got that one? I guess
Me.
Guy, Dina would go first.
LaDonna did.
Oh, nice.
Dina.
What did you say, Dina?
I said, woo.
Oh,
That's not even one word.
All right. So I can go. I can give the clue.
yes. Clue, please.
Property giver.
You talking, Guy?
Mm.
That's why I said, woo.
If you want to pass, you can.
I'll pass.
All right, passing,
Right.
Michael.
Not grantee.
Ooh.
Oh,
Grantor.
Ding, 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 ding.
ding, ding.
Oh, I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah, you guys. I'm gonna have to. It's gonna be a one-word thing because you are doing it too easy. All right, Guy and LaDonna.
But then the one word becomes very hard. Yeah,
Yes.
that's what we saw on Street Genealogy. Yeah.
LaDonna and Guy, are you closed?
Close
Okay.
eyes. Close
no,
eyes.
I'm not. I
Oh,
Say, oh, it can. All right, open your eyes and get ready for the clue. Guy from Dina.
Oh no. This is gonna be a terrible clue because I don't know how to describe this. This is a Philly thing. Carl and if you're from Philly, you may know.
He's from all over the world. He's like a
Carl and
I don't even know that one.
It's a really bad clue.
I have a
Sorry.
perfect one, but it only works for New Englanders.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm assuming that everybody knows. It's the first thing that comes to mind, and I don't think it's even spelled the same. So it's a crappy clue. Sorry.
can I get another clue?
No, Michael.
Insurance maps.
What? Oh, that's the clue. Insurance maps.
Sandboard?
Yay!
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding. All right.
There was a radio show in Philly, Carl and Sanborn in the morning. That's the first thing that came to mind.
Oh,
So that's why. But it's like, who would know that? So yeah.
I'm a Midwestern. I don't know that. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. It was a terrible clue.
So what was the word? The word was insurance maps.
Sanborn.
The clue was
Sanborn.
insurance maps. The word was Sanborn.
Yeah.
The Sanborn
What
insurance.
does Sanborn mean to anybody out of context? So even in whatever. All right.
All right. Close your eyes, Guy and LaDonna. For the I think this is this the last land word? Yes, it is. You got it. Okay, open your eyes. Dina?
Let me tell you, land is my worst area when it comes to genealogy.
You got to hang out with Michael more.
I do. I need to get my weight up with this. So this is good. This is good. It's telling me I got to do better. Let me see. Primary residence.
Guy?
Primary residence. Homestead?
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
That was amazing.
That was
This is what
great.
happens when you invite smart people, you know. All right. You guys did fantastic with land. Let me give you a hand clap. We're at our time, so we can play another category. On the hunt, passwords about what genealogists find. You ready? So Michael and Dina, please close your eyes.
I saw that.
All right. No,
Oh,
you were.
I can see that because it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be easier for you to give clues that way.
All right. So LaDonna, you go first.
Okay.
I'm opening my eyes.
And it can only be 2 words, not 3.
2 words. 2 words. I might have to.
Wait. I just opened my eyes up. This is fine. Okay.
Okay, you can have it open.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry for not telling you to open them back
Thank
up.
you. I just want to be sure.
Okay. How do I say that one? Proof.
Evidence?
Ding, 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 ding,
Wow.
ding,
Ding, ding, ding, ding, ding.
Oh my, I'm making it too easy for you guys. Michael and Dina, please avert your eyes. You see it? LaDonna and okay. Okay, please open your eyes. And Guy, take it away.
Military man.
Soldier? Oh, sorry.
No, not the
I
password.
forgot the category. Okay. Sorry,
LaDonna.
Guy.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot what the word was. My mind just went poof.
Do you need me to close my eyes again? Or we should close our eyes again.
Do you need us to have them close their eyes? That's okay.
Yeah, do it for a second because my mind just
can do
went
that.
right on. Okay.
I'm gonna bow my head in shame at my last
Okay,
response.
you can let it up.
I'm sorry. I've been playing with grandbabies all day. Okay.
Open your eyes. Open
Okay.
your eyes.
Ex-military.
Veteran?
Oh, ding, ding,
ding,
ding,
ding,
ding.
ding,
Ding, ding, ding, ding, ding.
I am so sorry, partner. I forgot the category. That was good. That was fun.
Very nice. Dina and Michael, close your eyes. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
See it? Okay. All right, open your eyes.
Wow. When they start with uh-oh.
I know.
So, Guy, we can't even see you anymore. You are a total blur.
Accurate opposite.
Opposite. What genealogists find? Accurate opposite. Contradiction, correct.
No. As soon as you say a word, that's it. You can't think out loud.
Oh,
Cherished is changing the rules now. So
What? I'm changing the rules?
no, I'm just.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, partner.
I had to do it to Michael with his 3888.
I understand.
Okay. Oh goodness. This is a don't think too deep on this. Okay.
All right.
Oh, gosh, I don't know how to say it this way.
I gotta think about this one.
This is a hard one.
I have a better clue if I'm allowed to give it.
Not yet.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Wait, see if I don't get it, you get it again, I guess. Not correct.
Negative evidence?
Not the password. I'm sorry, Michael. Guy,
That's
you
okay.
get to use your better clue.
Use your best glue.
Accurate antonym.
Look at Michael.
I don't know.
Genealogist fine.
Genealogist fine. Oh, I was just repeating. Is that
Yeah.
speaking out loud? Okay.
Oh no, that's yep, you're okay there.
I'm gonna say error correction. I don't know. I'm sorry.
That is not the password.
Correction. Accurate opposite. This is interesting. I can't wait to see.
LaDonna.
I know, right?
Okay. I'm gonna try this again. Opposite correct.
You're gonna die when you find out what the word is.
Yeah, exactly.
Then listen to all the other clues.
Yeah, no, that didn't help. we didn't get it the first time around.
I'm glad it's not just me. I am stumped on this.
No, it's not just you. Can I have the clue again one more time?
Opposite correct.
That's not the clue.
Opposite what?
Correct.
The last one I
Opposite-
did was antonym.
Yeah,
no.
I remember yours.
Repeat.
Opposite
Yeah.
and opposite
Mine is
correct.
opposite correct.
Let me find.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Wait, I'm so loud and watch me be wrong if I if I got a chance.
Michael, you got this. Come on, Michael, you got this.
Yeah,
Okay,
from
time.
your lips to my brain,
Time.
but it's not working.
You could pass.
Going once, going
Nope.
twice.
Come on, just spit
Well,
something.
I thought you called time.
No, I didn't call the time. I'm joking.
Oh.
I
Okay.
told. I
Recall
called.
time.
Bidler and Bidler called time, but they are just supposed to add.
Oh, okay. It's not negative.
I'm about to give you the
false
buzzer.
conclusion?
All right,
Say it
that's
again?
not it.
Can I do I get another chance? Do I try it again?
Yep, Guy. Give her another clue. Then it could be the same clue. I don't care.
Not accurate.
Inaccuracies.
There
All
you
right.
go.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
God.
I was like, no, he can't say 3 words. That's what it is. Okay.
I'm French Canadian. We don't have any inaccuracies.
All right, guys. Bidler and Bidler, where are we with the score?
LaDonna and Michael have 7. Guy and Dina have 4.
Ooh,
All
sorry,
right,
Oh my
guys.
goodness. I don't believe that. That's not true.
You want to recount?
Calculations are inaccurate.
We will have Bidler and Bidler audited during the commercial. Guys, thank you so much. We are running out of time. I hope you had fun. I hope it wasn't, too easy or too challenging. We've already broken the what do you call it, evergreen. So I'm going to wish everyone a happy holidays. Thank you so much. And for Jean and Priscilla who joined and let us know that you were there, thank you so much and have a good night.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.